Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Paul,
I'm Kim.
and today we're going to do a blind tasting of 3 very popular mid-tier bourbons. All right, so I'm pretty excited. We have 3 bourbons that are very, very popular bourbons that I haven't tried before. You haven't tried them either, I would assume.
Tried none of them.
So we've got, I've tried variants of a couple of these. So I've tried the rare breed from Wild Turkey and the 101. So kind of the two kind of on either side of the Russell's Reserve. We've got the Elijah Craig, which I wanted to try for a while and really just never got around to buying it. And we've got the Four Roses small batch, which we both like. The Four Roses yellow label. Yeah, yellow label, which mostly in old fashions, right? I think that's one of your favorites.
Yep.
And I've sipped on it a few times. It's pretty good. So this is kind of a step up into the small batch. The Elijah Craig is a small batch as well. The reason I kind of went this.
Yeah, I was going to ask why these 3.
Yeah, so the reason, there's a million variables obviously we could do, but first of all, these are 3 very popular ones that I haven't actually tried yet. I kind of started my bourbon journey in kind of pretty basic, like I got a few basics, started with a couple of Jim Beams and, the standards, whatever, and then kind of jumped to the extreme. So like I got like the rare breed cask strengths and redemption, bottle, store bottle, store picks, and what else do I have done? The Knob Creek 120 proof store picks. So I wanted to kind of take a half a step back maybe and just, the Elijah Craig comes up always when I start reading reviews. This Russell Reserve comes up a lot, and the Four Roses small batch, the single barrel as well, but the small batch. These are all 3 basically in the same price range, roughly. Prices.
So hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. These are all 3 similar middle shelf-ish, similarly priced bourbons.
Yeah, arguably, right? So when I say middle shelf, similar priced, yeah. So this is, again, in Chicago where we live. The Elijah Craig, I think, is $30. The Russell's Reserve and the small batch Four Roses, those are $35. So, it's kind of a bump up from that, like, $18.99, lower tier. It's not the $50, $60, $70 bottles or higher. So it's kind of that just popular mid-range step up when you're looking to maybe try something new, which is exactly what we want to do. So other thing is they're proofed similarly. These are all 45, or actually I think it's 40. These are both 45%, and I think the Elijah Craig's 47. So pretty similar. Who knows what I'm sure the flavor profiles, I hope, are going to be a little bit different. They're also 3 completely different distilleries. I know sometimes, again, I'm still learning, but there's a lot of bourbons or brands of bourbons that you think are different, but they're all, Heaven Hill, or they're all part of under the same branch. So Elijah Craig, I think, is Heaven Hill. Wild Turkey is Wild Turkey, and Four Roses is Four Roses. So they're all 3 different. So why not? Let's give it a go.
And refresh my memory. Are we doing a blind?
Well, when I say blind, I've never tried them before, so I'm not going to be able to pick out which is which. I have no idea. When I say blind, it's more of we don't know what they taste like. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so probably the poor choice of words. It's not blind, but
yeah,
there's no point in blind because I don't know what they taste like anyway. Right. So we're just going to taste them, see if we can pick out any differences or any similarities, and really which one we like the best. That's all that matters in the end, right?
Stay tuned.
All right, I'm going to open the bottles, and then we'll come back and
we'll be right back.
We'll go for it. All right, here we go. So they're currently in the same order, but I think I'm going to put a little logo up on the screen just so we know what we're tasting and drinking. But we got the Elijah Craig, the Russell Reserve, Wild Turkey Russell's Reserve, and the Four Roses small batch. I can smell it. I can smell the wafting of the bourbony, vanilla, cherry flavors already. So should we just dive in smelling?
Sure.
So when you
just
start
smelling?
Yeah, we're going to just smell. Let's go through them all and smell them, and then we'll go, yeah, you can drink. Don't worry. Ooh. All right. So I got the Elijah Craig. It smells good. Very sweet. Bourbons are generally sweet. I get a lot of that. It's like a birthday cake and it's just like a big bready covered in sugar dessert. So a lot of vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cherry, kind of like a brandied cherries, like
like the
brandied cherries, like those chocolate covered candies, those chocolate candy cherries with a little bit of booze in them. Yeah. Okay. It's nice. It smells like bourbon.
I just smell cherries on this one, but
do you?
I'm not that sophisticated. when it comes to this.
Neither am I, but it's just whatever comes to mind, right?
Yeah, this one smells way better than that one.
Does it? Okay. This one's different. The Russell's Reserve.
This one smells yummy.
I got a way more vanilla on this one. Like really, like almost like birthday cake icing, right at the beginning. Whew. Yeah. This is really nice. So I get a lot of cherries and a lot of vanilla right up front.
Cherry.
Super cherries. All right, 4 roses for me.
Yeah, this does have like a frosting.
Yeah, like a vanilla frosting,
Yeah.
right? Like very upfront vanilla. All right, the 4 roses seems almost like a little bit more subdued. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm talking about when I say this, but that smelled like more one-dimensional to me. Is that
Yeah,
right
that's
at
kind of
all?
that's kind of where I'm at with subdued. Like there's nothing really,
learning.
there's no individual smell that's jumping out at me instantly. Like this one I could smell
Yeah, I had to search
cherries
for
and cinnamon,
cherries.
and this one was like a vanilla burst, and this
Yeah.
one is like maybe a little more nuanced. I can smell all those things. I get a little more floral kind of notes on this. I don't know if that's because I know it's called 4 roses, but I do get almost like an herbaceous florally note with still kind of the oaky cherry vanilla cinnamony thing, but
Yeah, more oaky now that you
oak,
mention that.
yeah. Let me go back.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
For
so this
sure.
is just super cherry vanilla. This is
That's vanilla hard.
just vanilla.
Yeah.
Like I get a little bit of the cherry and the oak and
Yeah.
but vanilla jumps out. Okay, well, they're all interestingly enough, you can tell the difference. That's interesting. Like I think when if I was to drink any one of these on their own, I'm sure I would enjoy them. But I would be like, oh, if someone was like, does this taste like something else? I'd be like, I don't know. It tastes like a vanilla, and I got cherry, and I got oak, and I got cinnamon. But when you get to do it back to back, that's when it's really fun because again, these all may be quite similar, but smelling one and then smelling the other one, you can really see some distinct differences. So
Well, let's taste it.
let's taste it. All right, I'm going to start with the Elijah Craig.
4 roses. Oh my gosh. Did you put some water in there?
No, not yet. We're tasting them without water.
Ooh.
So yeah, they all gonna have a bit of a kick to them. They're all 45 and 47%.
That's not my lane, as you can tell.
Yeah, so this is really good. I like this a lot. I say that I'm tired of saying I like this a lot. This is really good because everything I've reviewed I like a lot. Maybe I'm just an alcoholic.
Stop.
Okay, so there's nothing in this from my very new bourbon memory. Like I said, I've got maybe 7 or 8 bottles. Well, actually, there's a little bit more vanilla on the palate that's kind of jumping out to me from my memory of the handful of bourbons that I have tasted. But it's good. It's a good bourbon. Let me take some water. All right. Russell's Reserve. Yeah, vanilla. What am I getting now? Almost getting like a bit of orange. Oh. Wow, that tastes quite a bit different than the Elijah Craig. There's I'm getting a lot of oak. Go ahead. I'm getting a lot more oak. I'm getting the vanilla, but not quite as much vanilla on the taste as I did on the nose. A little bit of cherry, a little bit of kind of a greenery. I can smell the greenery on the 4 roses, but I can kind of taste that greenery vegetative note.
Vegetative? Is that like a legit?
I don't know. Veggie, like green, like, yeah.
Greens?
I don't know. I think I like so far, 3 seconds in, the Elijah Craig, I think, stands out a little bit more on taste right now than the Russell's Reserve. I like the nose of the Russell's Reserve, but
Yeah.
the taste is it's kind of astringent. A lot of oak, I think, is probably giving me that. And there's a weird kind of green grass taste. Yeah, these are very subtle things. It's good. It's just a bit different. It's jumping out. It's quite different. All right, Four Roses. Last one for me. You tried them all already?
Yeah, I'm not doing that one again.
All right. This one?
It hurt me.
Oh, these are only 45.
I know, but I somehow it caught me off guard.
Well, no, and that's interesting because I've had some like that Redemption store pick and the Rare Breed. They're both like 118 proof or something ridiculous, and they're so well balanced. I can drink them straight. Like I'll put a little bit of water in, but I've actually caught myself forgetting to put water in, like 2 or 3 glasses deep. So I've had some lower proof whiskeys that are kind of a little more harsh than even considerably higher proof whiskeys. So who knows?
Try it.
Yeah, there's a what is this? I can't. There's a weird note on the beginning of this. Like sourdough bread or something. Like is there like a sour? Yeah, I don't know. It's the first thing that's coming to my mind. Like a. Yeah. All right. That's good. That one has a lot less of the upfront fruit. That kind of cherry vanilla that we get maybe more so in the Elijah Craig. I'm not getting as much of it. I still get a little bit of it there. I think every bourbon I've tasted thus far has a little bit of that cherry vanilla woodiness to it. That's less. That definitely has more of a, the more prominent notes is kind of an herbaceous. What?
I'm just laughing about my initial reaction when I first took a sip of that. After my second sip, it's not so bad. Actually, I think I took too big of a sip.
Could be. Well, and again, it's a bit of a shock to the system if you haven't been drinking.
I haven't been drinking today.
You sure?
Positive.
Breakfast? No?
No.
All right. So that's good. I think, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel like the Four Roses, both on the nose and the palate, I probably need to sit with that one a little bit while. I feel like it's a little more nuanced. Like there might be, and maybe I'm just holding out hope. I don't know, because it tastes good. But I feel like there, like a lot of the crazy edges, or the initial punches of flavor or smells that you got from either of these, isn't quite there. So there's probably some more subtleties, maybe some more subtleties, but it's nice. I think I like the nose of the Russell Reserve the best, and the flavor of the Elijah Craig. I'm gonna go back though. I'm gonna go back one more
I feel
time.
like I can taste some vanilla.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm getting a lot of wood now, like that puckering mouth feel, like you licked a barn door, kind of, but in a good way.
I've never licked a barn door.
You haven't?
Not that I know of.
You're missing out. Yeah, there's it's vanilla. There's really vanilla icing thing going on here.
I am going to pick Russell's for everything.
Yeah, the only reason I don't is I get a really sharp aftertaste. Like I get the vanilla in the beginning and the little bit cherry, that sweetness, birthday cake. And then in the first part of the taste, I get that. And then it kind of quickly goes to woody. Again, these are like, these are just very subtle differences. If I was just sitting down drinking any one of these, I would be quite happy. There's nothing offensive here, but again, the fun in this is trying to pick out some nuances between these individual ones. So,
If I smell this one for too long, it turns into that barge glue smell.
oh really?
Yeah, like
That was
chemical glue.
that was an Old Forester rye that we tried. It smelled like maybe we've got a bad bottle. I don't know.
That
'cause
was
it's
hideous.
pretty popular rye. But. All right, well, this is good. I got some bourbons to drink.
Russell's my pick.
All right, I'm gonna
All
go.
around.
I'm going. I hate to say it because I really like Four Roses historically, at least the regular one. But I'm gonna go in this order. I'm gonna go Elijah Craig, Russell's, and Four Roses.
Russell's, Elijah, Four Roses.
Okay.
That's me.
And the fun part is, I know at least with scotches, and I would think so with bourbons as well, spirits in general. Once you spend some time with them and get through the bottle, and maybe they open up a little bit and oxidize a little bit, or air out a little bit, or maybe your palate changes a little bit. Your taste buds and your preferences can change. So I'm excited to drink all 3 of these bottles.
What's your next
Not
video?
tonight, but
What's your next video going to be? Do you know?
no. All right, that's it for us. Thanks for watching Happy Hour. Please click subscribe and
post comments.
Yeah, post some comments. Oh, if there's other bourbons, actually, again, because I'm kind of a noob with bourbons, if there's some other bourbons that you think I should try, yeah, post them below. I'm always looking out for a new bottle. So thanks. See ya.